Well, good morning or afternoon or whenever you watch this. I just finished a really good workout session, did a lot of weightlifting, then I did some HIIT on my treadmill, which I know some gyms don't allow this, but one of my favorite things to do on the treadmill, which I have a treadmill at home, I have littles, so just working out here at home works better for me. But I get on the treadmill, raise the incline up, and then I turn the treadmill back off and I do sprints or walking, high, low intensity. Did 8 sets of 20 seconds high intensity, 10 seconds low intensity, did 8 sets of those, 3-minute rest, jumped back on there and did 10 seconds high intensity and 20 seconds low intensity, which is very brutal because you are using, since the treadmill's off, the treadmill is not forcing me to go that fast. If I set that thing to 9 miles an hour, the treadmill's forcing me to go 9 miles an hour, or I'm going to fall off and crash and burn and get really hurt. Doing it this way, I am using my legs, which is killer, to push the treadmill to go. So that's one of the ways that I do my HIIT, and it's brutal. I was drenched in sweat. I have since had a chance to cool down. I also am just finishing up my post-workout, which was First Firm Formula 1, the Summer Splash. So far I've tried juicy fruit, or not juicy fruit, I want to say juicy fruit. Juicy watermelon is my favorite, but I'm thinking next time I'm going to try the Fruity Loops or whatever it is. And then added the ignition and the greens into it. So I'm feeling a lot better after dying on the treadmill. And we have no AC out in this area where I work out at. So it's just, you're just drenched in sweat. And just not a lot of air movement in here. But it's done. Friday workout's done. I always love to get a Friday workout in because that means that I am just totally worked out. I've done 5 workouts this week already, so I feel like weekends are just extra credit, which I'll probably do like an hour of some cardio, just not real heavy, just more relaxing stuff. But what I really wanted to talk about today is about not letting something that happens in your day control how your entire day goes. So I got up this morning, and I have 3 littles, 6, 3, and 2, and nobody sleeps, it seems like, unless they go get in Mom and Daddy's bed, and we don't even know. Most of the time, if I wake up, I will try to take them back to their bed, try to escort them back there, you know, get them a drink, get them, help them potty, whatever they need to do, but I think I must have got greens on myself, sorry. But, you know, whatever I need to do, I try to get them to go back into their own bed, because I know we all sleep better if we're in our own bed and have our own space. And but they were all in our bed at some point, crawled into it, and I got up this morning and thought, okay, they're all asleep. I'm going to get in there and go do my workout. I love to get it done before they get up because I don't have the interruptions. I can just power through it. And my 2-year-old, who's sleeping right next to me, starts to stir, and then she gets up and sits up and looks over at me and then proceeds to vomit all over me, all over her, all over the bedding. So, and I'm like, what can I use to try to catch it? And luckily I found some clothing that I had tossed there the other night. I just sit down beside the bed, and so I'm like grabbing it, trying to at least catch the other stuff, though I don't have to completely wash everything, but it was just a mess. So that meant instead of letting the kids sleep, I had to get them all up, and I had to go get all my stuff in the washer. I had to put them in the bathtub. I had to get them all cleaned up. And, you know, you see that stuff, and it's like, ugh. Oh, my day. Oh, it's just going to be a bad day. It's just going to be a rough day. And I call my husband. He's like, oh, that means it's going to go through the house where everybody's going to be sick. But I don't look at it that way. Okay, it's one-time event. What are we going to do to overcome it? And that's the way I look at everything. I didn't even realize how much we have had going on lately until my husband pointed it out at a meeting we were at last night. It's a heavy meeting sometimes. I'm the newsletter editor for national organization on infant loss. We lost our first child. And so we have a local chapter here that has support groups. And so we were at the support group and we were talking about different things going wrong. And he started talking about the different things that we've had go wrong. And just here recently, I mean, we had flat tire after flat tire. Not just one, but like 2 on each vehicle, every vehicle. The dryer went out. So the oven has not worked on my... has not worked forever. The stove part works, but the oven doesn't. The AC went out the same day that the well, we got up that morning, we didn't have any water, and we found out later the pressure switch had gone out in the well. You know, it's been one thing after another. I was trying to get the mowing done one day, took the kids over to Grandma so I could focus the whole day on mowing. I broke not one belt on the mower. I broke both mowers, the belts on both of them snapped, forcing me to end up having to push mow our yard. And we have a little farm, so we have a lot to mow. And so I'm having to push mow. And then it starts to rain on me. So, you know, when you think about everything that goes wrong, that gets overwhelming. And it gets depressing. And you're just like, oh, when you wake up and a kid throws up on you, it's like, oh, the whole day is just ruined. But you can't let that stuff get to you. You have to just say, okay, this is just one little deal. We'll get through it. You know, we'll see how she does. We'll figure out what we need to do. We'll do some extra laundry today. You know, I got a lot of laundry to do anyway, so just add to it. We're going to go. We're going to make this work. And in my transformation journey, it's the same way. If something's not working, you can't, I don't want to say not working. If something's not changing the way you want it to, you can't let that pull you down. Like, my weight has been the exact same thing. And I'm not just talking like within a half a pound or a pound or anything. I'm talking about all the way down to the decimal. The exact same amount every single day for the past over a week. And normally in my past self, I would have said, oh, this isn't working, so let's change it up. Or maybe I should do a carb cycling, or maybe I should do intermittent fasting, or maybe I should have a cheat meal. I throw everything off. But in this My Transformation Challenge, I am trusting the process. I am trusting the coach. I'm trusting myself that we will get through this, that we will break through this. So, in the midst of all of this, because my routine is normally I get up, I go to the bathroom, I weigh, and then I go write it down, and I go on with my routine. The first 3 or 4 days I'd weigh, and I'm like, oh, great. But then after a while, I'm just like, nope, we're letting it go. We're just going to weigh, we're going to write it down, and we're going to go on. We're going to go do our workout. We're going to get this party started here. And so this morning, plans have changed because I've got one throwing up, which means I need to get her in the bath and get her cleaned up. I got to get my bed stripped so I can get it in the washer. All these fun things. But I still got in there. I got in the bathroom. And then I weighed. And I'd finally dropped a pound. So I'm excited about that. Now, I may go back up that pound tomorrow. I don't know. I don't know how things are going to play out. But, you know, it was just some beauty in the day. And that's what I started to find. What beauty in the day can lift us up. I don't look at the negative. I try to always stay positive and figure out, what can I do? Like, the part came in for our dryer, so I'm like, oh, this can be fixed now, or, you know, and then I was trying to put it together, and it wasn't working quite right. But the beauty in that moment, if you follow me on Facebook, you could have got to see the video, was of me and my girls, and I have my tools out, and I'm to the point I'm just kind of waiting for my husband to get home because I don't do wiring very well, and I really don't want to take a chance on wiring it up wrong and burning things up. But I sat there with my girls, my 3- and 2-year-old, teaching them the difference between Phillips and flathead screwdrivers. So that was my beauty in the moment. I may not have gotten the dryer totally fixed. I got it started for my husband, so he finished it when he got home from work. But my beauty in the moment was I taught my girls some tools to use. I was teaching them about Allen wrenches and the different screwdrivers and ratchets and, hammers. So no matter what, find some type of beauty in the moment. So what if your weight goes up a little bit? Or it stays the same. If you're sticking with your macros, if you're sticking with the plan, be happy. Find that beauty that you stuck with it, that you're sticking with it, that you are in control and you're doing it. It's like I posted yesterday. I'm happy that I've got 2 jars of peanut butter stockpiled because that means the peanut butter isn't controlling me anymore. I'm controlling my diet. So find beauty in the day and enjoy the day, because it's the day the Lord has made, and we shall all rejoice and be glad in it.